There's too many dumb students to be leaving kids back at this point. It's gotten that bad at this point. There's too many dumb kids to be leaving kids back. You know what I mean? Because if you leave one kid back for flunking, you know what I'm saying? You got to leave back like a good 10, 20 in that same grade level. And then that's 10, 20 kids you got to leave back for each grade level. Your population would crowd, the schools would get crowded. It would get way too crowded. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. This is the school of the future. These are the schools of the future. Like I said, the teachers of the future are going to become proctors, and children are going to be learning via kiosks. They're going to come into class, put on their headphones, and the AIs are going to guide them into what they need to be learning at their level. There's going to be no more teaching. It's just going to be pure kiosks in the classrooms. You heard it first. You heard it first. I always heard that, the No Child Left Behind Act was all about passing students up. It was all about passing students up, right? Just push them on to the next grade, whether they're dumb or not. No matter how stupid they are, just push them on to the next grade. And when I worked in education, I saw this firsthand. When I was coming up as a child myself, as a grade school student myself, there weren't a lot of kids getting left back. But if it called for it, you kind of knew you were getting left back. You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming down the pipeline, and that new school year come around, and you the biggest kid in that class, and all your friends walking in the hallway, looking in the classroom, seeing you, they wondering like, why are you in that class and not in the same class that they in? And then they start putting two and two together and start making fun of you. It gets bad. It gets bad, and they need to get rid of grades. No more grades. No more grades. There needs to be just one big student body, right? One big student body. And then every child learns at their age. Instead of grades, they need to have age levels. So with doing away with grades and then just calling them age groups, it's going to revolutionize the game. And as great of an idea as it sounds, once it hits that political red tape, it's gonna be ugly. It's gonna be so when I say like how discouraging and depressing and demoralizing it is to see a kid is too dumb to go to the next grade, get pushed to the next grade, it doesn't come off as serious as a child that's committing a murder. You know what I'm saying? Or a child who goes to bed hungry. You know what I'm saying? And is forced to sell, not forced, but resolves to selling drugs just to make a living, right? That doesn't hit the same. And that's why I think instead of state tests, there need to be federal tests. But then again, that's too much on the Department of Education. You know what I'm saying? Like how many kids, how many students, how many grade level K through 12 students are across the country? You're going to grade all of them students on one standard? You know what I mean? And then, the soccer moms of America are going to protest the fuck out of that. Because they say, oh, our kids are too stupid. Your grading content is too stringent for our kids. And we need to soften them and coddle them. Oh, the attendance game is a big, big game in education. Like you would think, okay, if a parent don't want to go to jail, send their kid to school, right? But you'll see kids' names on your roster that you've never seen before in your life. Like what? You know what I'm saying? And you wondering, on the ground level, you know what I'm saying, on the boots on the ground level, you wondering what the hell is going on. But the administrators trying to play that numbers game so they can get the government funding and so on and so forth. It's over. It's out of your pay grade. It's over your echelon. Oh my God! It's a bigger game that they're playing. That whole system for us to revolutionize it and change it from grade levels to age levels. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if the present day administration and bureaucracy is ready for that. I don't know. I don't really think they're ready for that. Honestly, I don't think they're ready for that. I don't know how a teacher can really teach when the AI can teach these kids. You know what I mean? When you live in a day and age where you can Google your way into a college degree. You know what I mean? I don't know how a teacher can really bank on their craft and departing their talent and their craft and their gift and vocation into a child. When a child all they have to do is talk to a device, and then the device will break everything down for them. You know what I mean? How does that teacher not feel like a proctor and not a teacher in this day and age? You know what I mean? So it's weird. It's weird. You see, when you have so many students and such minimal staffing, that's where the AI should come in. If you 15 and you reading at a third grade level, you need to be learning third grade language arts or ELA. Period. Like point blank. Period.